Okay, anyway, it's Shantae Brown, Sugar Talk on the Black Unicorn. I'm just like trying to get to Instagram Live. Yeah, it's overcast today. I'm gonna need a fucking tanning bed so I can get me some fucking life in my body. Anyway, y'all, it is hard not to be happy. Even though stuff is going on, like I don't know where my son is. My dad is being an asshole. He told me yesterday, don't talk about him on here. Y'all, I'm gonna talk about him on here. I was like, you my parent. Like, you were actually giving me, like, trauma issues and you sitting up here. I was like, it is for my healing. It is for my healing. Don't talk about me on your show. I'm gonna talk about you and everybody else. Who the fuck? Y'all over here, y'all think y'all gonna leave me as like a distant lover. It's not happening, baby. I'm telling everything. Y'all ain't finna kill me. Leave me out here. You don't nobody know how you gonna kill them. Bitch, I'm trying to give y'all all the details to get the fuck out. Don't change your hair to red. For real. Color it brown. Start wearing wigs. You see what I'm saying? Take off a little extra weight. Stay the fuck healthy, because they'll try to kill you at the hospital, girls. Work the fuck out. If that ain't enough, because I don't think it's no real COVID. I think they actually murdering motherfuckers. They didn't give people license to murder. That's all I'm trying to tell you. So anyway, symptoms of unresolved trauma. It came right on time. You see what I'm saying? My dad is like, his personality has changed too. That's why I'm like, who is talking to these people? Talking to these men, because my dad is not, that is not his personality. His personality is actually more like mine, because my parenting style is more like my dad's. Like, he's really hands-off. My mom hands-off too, but my mom was like really kind of strict. And then hands-on, you know, with my dad, real hands-off. And it's like, he'll just talk to me. He stopped relating to me in like my 20s when Marcus was there. It was like the worst when Marcus came. I was like, oh man, my dad don't talk to me right no more. So I don't know. It ain't been the same since. Before, it's like he was like the easiest person to talk to me, especially in college. It's like, he'd be like, yeah, I know. Like, you have a lot of stuff. You know, it's like he really used to like be on my side or whatever. And then not on my side. But then, like, when Marcus was there, it was like his advice got to be like really not what was going on. It's like, who the fuck? That is not. That's not what happened. That's not what happened. It's not what happened. You know, he just really be like on a whole other story to me. So it's like, okay. So that was like years ago. That really was like 2006. So I know the disconnect. When I was 3, because his scratchy ass beard. And then the disconnect from when he was like mentally connected to me. That was 2006. I think it was like May 2006. So I don't know. I hope that someday we connect again, because I really love him. That's why y'all can't tell me nothing about my dad. That's why he can fuss all he wants to, and I ain't got nothing to say. But that's not the truth. That's why I be trying to really get him to see that I just came from his balls, you know, and I'm just really trying to make it up. See? So yeah, that's it. I got legs and arms and everything now. I am not just a sperm. I'm like a whole fucking person. Oh my God. Straight from his balls. Out of my mama's womb, bitch. Okay, so anyway. Symptoms of unresolved trauma. Addictive behaviors. I'm addicted to making this fucking show. Like, y'all, I'm serious. Like, it is like so heartwarming to wake up to a girl named Shantae Schiller, a little black girl from East St. Louis. It's like, oh my God, I'm addicted to it. It's like a drug. I'm addicted to oils too. So sometimes I understand addictions and then sometimes I don't, because I'm just like, but I can quit cold turkey. You know what I'm saying? So I think my biggest addiction is sugar. I like sugar. Sugar, thum, 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 thum. Oh, honey, honey, thum, 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 thum. And the whole wheat white bread from Panera Bread. Y'all, I actually used to buy by the loaf. I'm not joking. It's like the only bread I have in my house. Fuck getting the bread at the grocery store. You actually do have to come to Panera Bread. This is actually what I do. Not that now I'm working here, but I actually will go to Panera Bread and get a loaf of bread. It's not a joke. Get it wrapped in 2 bags. I keep it in the freezer because it'll mold in 3 days because it's real bread. You see what I'm saying? This is like the best crust. Like if you like toast, it's like, it get like kind of, once you toast it, it get like kind of thick around the edges or something. But it's like a squishy thickness. I don't know how to put it, but you toast it and it's like really thick kind of around the edge, and so it's like the bun and the jelly just kind of stick to you. It's like the texture in your mouth is different. It is some good shit. I'm not joking. It is like one of the best breads ever made. So anyway, addictive behaviors. Like, you know, my son, he was biting his nails, so it's like, shit, he got some unresolved trauma, girl. I gotta stop. But now I know there's like polish and stuff I can get it, so we'll work on it later. That's it. Inability to tolerate conflict. You see, it's like I just be like, okay, alright, okay, maybe you need to drink. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you do need to smoke. You know, it's like I'm not about to be in this conflict with you. Maybe you need to get you some whole wheat, white bread, or something. Make some toast. Go make some toast, because that is not my issue. You see what I'm saying? Like, you are somewhere else. You have flown the coop, and I'm not going with you. You see what I'm saying? My wings they soar a little higher than yours, so that's it. Inability to tolerate intense feelings. And see, that's where I thought I was cold at, y'all. But like I said, it'd be like somebody really hypnotized me. It's like, I'm just insensitive to that bullshit. It'd be like, okay, I get you. Alright. You need to like dance or sing or something, because something going on with you. And I'm not the person that this is about. This has now become about you, and I'm not involved in it. You see what I'm saying? Like, you making up a whole other story that don't go with nothing that's going on right now. So anyway, innate belief that they are bad. Yes, that's what started all my stuff when Faith was like, you are so bad. I was like, what the fuck, y'all? I was just like, I took it to heart because I did not know that people were that jealous of me. I didn't know people couldn't get over their shit. It's because I can get over my bullshit. Like, other people cannot get over their bullshit, so they'll just keep. You know, and she just didn't want to face her bullshit and stuff. So you like, bitch, don't blame that shit on me. That's your ugly fat ass. Ugly bitch. So, black and white thinking. Don't ever think that, y'all. Especially in this area, because that's all we ever see is black and white. But if you start thinking about the cultures, oh my God. Like the Indian culture, the Palestinian culture, the Egyptian culture. It's so much culture that just looks black and white. The Jewish culture, the Ethiopian culture, the Jamaican culture with a jerk chicken, bitch. So yeah, it's like we gotta, since we only see black and white, we gotta have to dive into the cultures that are here to feed you. You know, the Middle Eastern culture. You know, it's not always black, white, and Indian. I gotta put y'all in there too. I gotta put you in there too. The Middle Eastern Indians, because that's all it be here. Black, white, and Indian. Stop playing. Y'all know it's the truth. Stop playing. Stop playing. Stop playing. So you have to look into the culture. Don't have the black and white thinking where it's just like, this is what it is. This is how it has to be. And that's when racism and all that stuff starts to. That's when you know this might be a racist. Because they'll start to, no, because the state said that we had to bring it in and keep it there. No, they didn't. You are the problem. That don't even make sense. That is not even the right spot for it to be. That does not even make sense. The state ain't say nothing. The country say, the United States of America. This came from the government. This came from the government. Like, bitch, send the shit back. Send the shit back. Because the only thing the government trying to give us now is a stimulus check. Get your ragged ass out of here and stop lying. Stop all the black and white thinking. That's when that racism and sexism and all the other egos and what is it? Ageism, all that stuff comes in. Ageism. Y'all, am I ageism? Do I have ageism if I don't date people younger than me? Is that ageism? I'll be like, I think I have ageism. I'm gonna have to do that later in therapy. But it'd be like, y'all be young. Y'all be like 10, 15 years younger than me. Ain't nobody trying to date you. Ain't nobody trying to be sick. Oh no, I'll be in the street. Why you out there with her? Why you out there with her? Why you doing all that? What you out there with her for? Okay, so suicidal thoughts, unresolved trauma, Man, when people push you, it's like in your mind, it's just a corner of thoughts being used. And so, having suicidal thoughts is really like, don't do that. You are making yourself into your own victim, and I've done it too, but it's like, for real, it's just everything is pushed into one part of your brain, and it's hard to get out. It's hard to fight yourself out of there. So, you gotta find a way to fight. If you ever look at this video, you think I'm having to get the fuck up and fight. 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 Draw, write, color, sing, dance, whatever you gotta do. Fight. That's it. It's not worth it. Life is worth it. It smells so good, y'all. It's the brown butter caramel Starbucks drink. Disorganized attachment patterns. So, you know what that means? Like, you actually are attaching yourself to other people, and it don't feel good because the person doesn't want you attached to them. So it's like that's what it feels like. That's when you know a relationship's not working either. Don't do that either, because you want that person to approve you or some shit like that. You do not need them to approve you. You are approved enough. Whatever it is that you feel is a conflict or something, guess what? It's like people that go to wars and they push people outside of their houses. I don't know what I can tell you that's worse than that, especially in the United States. Like, for real, you do not have to attach yourself to people that will demonize you, that will deflate you, that will demean you. You do not have to do that, because they are not the all-living God. You have to then find other places and other ways to see that. And since there is an internet, you see, since there is a thing called Wi-Fi, then that's what you have to do. Since there's other places, stores, I'm seeing stores, speaking to people, everything. Do not falsely attach yourself to somebody because they have been criticizing and putting you down. Because you would actually be chasing them, trying to get a better judgment. And it's not something that you need to have. Their approval is bullshit. You see? Because if it was something like that, you wouldn't have to do that anyway. You wouldn't have to do it. You see? Y'all, I am chasing positive people. I'm chasing positive young people. They probably like, if Miss Shula don't get off stop chasing us, you old ass woman. I'm really chasing positive people. I'm chasing students that are worthwhile. You see, I already ask them for their approval, and when they give it to me, they are really open and honest about how they feel. And it's always with positivity. It's never with negativity or any downgrading or anything. They can give me their opinions about it. They can tell me what they'll do differently and how they like things. And that's just how it is. So that's what I'm chasing. I'm trying to attach myself to young people with new ideas. See? Disassociation, y'all, that's a hard one. Because it's like your brain, the memory will take over. It's amazing how our brain works. And I don't see why it's a negative thing. I can see why you could feel like it's a negative thing, but your brain takes over. And it depends on the memory if it's like a good or bad thing. So dissociation is really important. Eating disorders, that's important. Don't think because a person is heavier that they don't have an eating disorder, because they can too. So be careful of that too. Excessive sense of self-blame. You are some good people, so don't do that. Inappropriate attachments, like I said, always choose fun over the boy. Do not go with the fuck boy. Y'all, that one fuck boy, just don't. It just don't make you feel good. Don't go with the fuck boy. Have fun. Have fun. Go with the fun first. Intense anxiety. That's important because you just start, it's just like a movement. You can't stop. So some of these things that people go through, they cannot stop. If it's a negative reaction, I think that they have something else going on, like depression and hatred and racism and sexism and stuff like that. But some people just have it because people with depression, racism and sexism have affected their lives. You see? So that's what we're going to look at that. Intrusive thoughts or flashbacks. That's hard too because it's like, like I told you when I first started having my anxiety, it was just like all these bad thoughts going through my head and I couldn't stop them. Like all the stuff that people used to say to me. You're not good enough. You're never gonna do this. You're never gonna do that. Who are you? I had to like go through that again. And it's like once I heard my story, I was like, oh my God, girl, please, you've been good the whole time. So yeah. Depression, victim role. You don't have to be a victim role, rescuer role. Like you always have to. You don't have to rescue everybody. Just because you're the hero, we know for real. You don't have to rescue everybody because everybody is not a victim. You see what I'm saying? Some people just want to play you for whatever. I remember I was at the school and it was like one of the teachers got hurt and they wouldn't give her a check or whatever. So I knew she was going to get a check, but at that time she didn't have groceries, so I gave her $100 for groceries. So the other teacher heard about me doing it. I guess she told her, and she kept trying to come and tell me her side story too, because now she wants some money. Bitch, if you don't get the fuck out of here, because I'm not the one to fucking play with. Because that's exactly how I addressed her. Like the bitch didn't exist in a story, I never knew it. I'm not joking. I hate that shit. I would help somebody and then somebody come and then try to ease up to me for me to do the same thing for them. That's not happening. That wasn't for you to even fucking know. Like, I don't even tell people I help people. So why the fuck would you do that? You see what I'm saying? That be the shit I'm talking about. Instead of you helping me now or trying to, you know what I'm saying, be a friend, you over here, the only reason you talking to me is because you think you about to get a check too. I'm not giving you that. I can't afford it. I can only afford to give it to her, and I could barely afford to do that. You see? But I knew that they were dirty. I knew Nova Academy, they were doing some dirty shit. So I just thought, okay, I'm going to give her some money so then she can go ahead and get her groceries. They had nothing to do with Nova Academy, anything. I just knew that she was getting food from the cafeteria, wrapping it up and taking it home. Y'all, I told y'all my story when I was first in Texas, I would live off $20 worth of groceries a week. And I'm talking about budgeted down to the T. Because in Texas, they don't have taxes on the groceries. So I can't get any cooked food. I had to get all the other stuff. I would budget it down to, I would have a calculator going down to $20 a week. That's all I spent. That's it. So just because I had that situation now, I'm like, I don't want her being like that. So $100 is cool because it's just her. You see what I'm saying? And it's hard for single people because they always think when you buy yourself, you got money. But you actually have more bills to pay than if you were with somebody else. You see? And people will still be sitting there trying to take your money and not give you stuff. Oh, it's just her. But that person needs more help than what you think, especially if it's a single woman of any color, because they don't pay us enough money on the dollar. So see, it'd be like, when do y'all really start to think about the bullshit you do or how you get over on other people? You see what I'm saying? So anyway, self-harm. Don't hurt yourself, y'all. Don't hurt yourself. And don't sell yourself either. Just don't be a hoe. I'm talking about in any type of commodity. Don't sell your soul for shit. The perpetrator role, always chasing people down, trying to do something to them. That's your own trauma. And it's not going to always be because of your mama and your daddy. Some of that shit y'all do to y'all fucking self by being evil little motherfuckers anyway. Get the fuck out. Intense fears. Like, that's a higher anxiety. So it's different. Like, you really scared of stuff. And that be because of other people too. Religion and people telling you women can't do this and you know what I'm saying, growing up in the age, all that stuff. That's what something I'm learning too. Is like those women philosophers. I thought that they were actually coming from, some of them come from perspectives of men. That's why I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna have to go ahead and let you know. That's why me and Vicky Dillard did not get along, because I knew that her pimp had beat that shit into her. I'm not playing that lady a hoe. So anyway, that's it. It's Shantae Brown Sugar Talk and the Black Unicorns telling you guys to fuck off and kiss my ass if you're not my friend. And guess what? Thank you, and I love you if you are. Have a good day.